SHECANtool tool was first introduced to me or to us as an organization by our ED, Dr. Fatima El Ademu. We sat down and she provided a holistic sensitization on the tool, where we understand as an NGO we have focus on the education and behavioral change part, which we work, and that really was really helpful and impactful for us. Yeah, we use this tool for sensitization, especially around gender-based violence sensitization. If you can see, we are implementing a project around that support school-related gender-based violence, but we've never looked at the dimension of transportation, sexual harassment in transportation. It is only after this introduction of this SHECANtool that we look at that aspect, and it's a very important tool to use around in safeguarding school children around gender-based violence and harassment.
My name is Sadia Abakar Sadiq from Government Girls Unity College, Birnin Kebbi State. I learned to speak out about gender-based violence and sexual harassment.
I also learned that some of the ways to prevent gender-based violence is not to work alone, most especially in the night, as to prevent sexual harassment and assault, and to speak out whenever we see anyone that is being molested or harassed, or even if it is us ourselves, we should report to the G&C unit and tell them what is going on, and also to sensitize others on gender-based violence. We also been sensitized about gender-based violence in public transport when we are either resuming back to school or when we are going back home for the holiday. Most girls, when they enter into the bike, the men will be trying to harass them sexually, or they will be trying to bully them. They may not give them space to stay inside, either because they are small or because they are students, because they feel that they don't have any rights. So there have been various cases about gender-based violence in the public transport, and we have been sensitized about it on how to prevent the public gender-based violence in public transport. Like when you enter a car and they are trying to harass you, you can leave the car because it is your own right. It is your wish to enter any car. When you see any sign of harassment or any illegal act from the driver or whoever it may be, whether it is even on the road, you should speak out and leave the place. And we should not go alone most of the time.
Gender-based violence. I have learned that gender-based violence is a threat given to a person based on his or her gender. As I've learned about gender-based violence, it has reduced the rates of bullying, molestation, especially in our school. And I believe that it will also reduce in the nation as well, in Nigeria.
In our advocacy to URTW, it's based on their responses. They felt it's important and is in need to discuss this further with the higher authority on how best they will have a gender desk in their station and their park, based on this our discussion with them, because we try to explain the SHECANtool for them, and they look at it and they see, yes, there is a need for them to establish such structure, such mechanism in their park that will support them in preventing and responding to sexual harassment. Not only governments that provide transportation. But the NURTW, that's the National Union of Road Transport, provide almost 88% of the transport system in the country. Having taken this tool and also taking a policy around safeguarding sexuality in transportation, that would bring a big plus for the SHECANtool tool, because they have interest and they show interest on using this tool, and we are going to follow them up to ensure that this is being done.